My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, all the titles you need to grow. I do what you like, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory.
It's Week 16 of the NFL, and this one features your 2021 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jamar Chase. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Bengals and the Patriots, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From the 6. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
Here we go, here we go. Here's Burrow to throw right away. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's punted out of the house. Grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's another carry for Harris. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Tyson Anderson there to get him down defensively. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. He'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. The deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. After the sack on 1st down, Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 56 yards rushing for it here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. On 1st and 10, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They run again with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Pats have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Taken from about the 12. And out now, here come the Bengals. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Burrow will throw. That will take it in by T. Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Here we go, here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. Will step aside. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On second down, here's Mixon. Shoves him away. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Mix it up the middle. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Burrow looking to pass. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are back within a score. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This It's caught inside the 10.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A draw play for Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. And it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw...
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Odell Beckham from 17 yards out. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jones throwing on first down. Throwing the out route. He's got Parker. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time, the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Folk's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's got some space here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Again, it's Mixon. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Touchdown, Bengals! Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Jones. Strong grabs it over the middle. On the move past the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught by Aguilar.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Strong to begin the drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We often give credit to the O-line there. Formation, those well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Jones now on 1st down to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's looking sharp here so far in the third quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. Came out, springing his legs, a little pep in his step. He's taken off and running really well in the third quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come. Some guys, they're happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one, though.
11. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Now Burrow on first down. Buying time to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Pats are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Going deep here for Parker. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Jones on 3rd down.
There's a screen play. This is strong.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The Folks kick is good.
And that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He's got Smith here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. And watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Jones. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw again. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Burrow on play action. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Beckham. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Here we go. 11.
Here we go with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 35 to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Now Jones. Incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here's Jones. He's got Mason complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones to Henry, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jones. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yikes, terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And not a great punt here, out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. New England's offense set to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week, often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it.